At 21 years old, I arrived at jail. I was facing a murder case. 18 to life is what I was facing. The raw reality of facing 18 to life at 21 years old. Not many people could get through that, but I did, and I stuck to it. I held my own, and I got through it. 3 years later, I came home. I didn't know if I'd ever come home and see my family. I got kids. I didn't know if I'd ever see my kids again, my girl again, my house again, my cars again. But look, I'm sitting here in my house 3 years later, and I made it home. So let's get to it, okay? So when I first got to prison, there's about a handful of dudes who was getting up early, who was getting to it, who was actually trying to better themselves. The rest of them, 99%, they was getting high, they sleeping until noon, they don't got nothing going on. So I'm like, I want to be like that 5. I want to stick to it. I want to actually make something out of this instead of wasting my time, no matter how much time I get. You know what I mean? So I stuck to it. I started working out every single day, and that's what changed my motherfucking life. Well, matter of fact, what changed my life was getting up early. Because once you get up early, you get up before everybody else. You got so much time. You got so much shit to do. You get a lot done before the rest of the motherfuckers wake up, right? And that's the one thing I learned, and that's the one motherfucking thing that stuck with me still to this day. I'm getting up, I'm working out, I'm reading my books before everybody's getting up, and everybody's waking up 7, 8 o'clock, and they rushing trying to get shit done that they'll never get done because there's just not enough time in the day, right? So I'm working out, and that leads to the next thing. Now I'm learning, okay? So I'm learning, I'm doing this and that. I'm watching all these motherfuckers get high, beat each other up, do all this crazy shit, sell dope, do this and that, do all the extra crazy shit, right? And all those motherfuckers is gonna be the motherfuckers that's coming back and do serve their life sentence, right? So, the biggest reality check I ever had in my motherfucking life. It ain't nothing but big ass motherfuckers in there. Aggressive motherfuckers who's ready to get down at any point, at any time, for any reason. They looking for that shit. That's what they sniffing out. They sniffing out to see if you soft. They sniffing out to see if they can get a reaction. They sniffing out to see if they can get a fight. They sniffing out to see if they can get in your fucking box. They sniffing out any fucking thing about you, okay? And if you ain't built for that, you ain't fucking ready to survive, they'll walk right over your ass, okay? And you'll have the worst motherfucking bid in the fucking world. And I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. I've seen motherfuckers get holed out at their first fucking day, and they had the worst motherfucking bid in their life, okay? Some didn't make it home. I've seen motherfuckers die. I've seen people get stabbed to death in there. I've seen the worst shit you could possibly fucking think of in there, okay? So my only goal was to build the most unbreakable mindset, because 99% of prison is mental. It's not the bullshit you see, because that's just what you're living in there, okay? It is what it is. The biggest thing that's gonna fuck with you is your own fucking self, your own mind. And the only way to get out of that shit is to become the best you can fucking be, all right? And that's what I did. Or you're gonna have the worst fucking bid, because you're gonna be in your head the whole fucking time. And I was for at one point, you know, I was in my fucking head. I was worried about when I'm coming home, if I'm gonna come home, if I'll see my family, who my girl's fucking, any of that shit, all that shit. I was fucking facing, and I was fighting it every day. The biggest mental battle I could ever fucking think of was just worrying about shit I can't control, okay? And a lot of people do that shit on the outs, and I see it every day. You guys are worried about your fucking retirement accounts. You guys are worried about fucking paychecks. You're worried about the fucking nice cars. You're worried about the fucking money. You're worried about the bitches. You're worried about all that motherfucking shit that does not matter, okay? The only thing that matters is you, and becoming the best you can fucking be, because you were put on this earth for bigger than what the fuck you can ever even think of, okay? And you guys don't give yourself no credit. You guys are just fucking stuck in these shitty ass ways of doing nothing, of being nobodies, of just no drive, no ambition, of doing nothing. You guys are just so comfortable with doing fucking nothing, and I don't understand it. And what shocks me is I could have been that fucking guy too. I was facing 18 to life, you know? I could have never came home. And what I did every single day is I acted like I was coming home every fucking day, even though I didn't know I was. I fucking, regardless, And I just can't stress this enough, because I see it even as I'm out now. I see so many motherfuckers who just are just so content with doing the same shit over and over again. They can't see the bigger picture. They can't see that they could actually become someone, could be someone, and make their fucking family proud, their parents proud. They just want to keep getting high, keep being fucking lazy, keep being a fucking fat ass, keep being a fucking nobody, keep doing everything they shouldn't be doing. They know they shouldn't be doing, that they've been doing since they was a fucking kid. They're fine with being broke. They're fine with working their fucking ass off until they're fucking 65, 70, and they're in a fucking wheelchair, and then they can't fucking do nothing. What kind of life is that? You know, you weren't put on this motherfucking earth to work your whole motherfucking life away and be a fucking nobody. And for someone who changed their entire trajectory in prison, if I never went to prison, I'd be the same motherfucker, or I'd be dead somewhere. I'd be fucking doped up somewhere. I would be doing the same fucking shit I was been doing my whole entire life. If I didn't go to prison, I'd have never been forced to change. I'd have been never forced to survive. And if I never got forced to survive, I'd have never got disciplined. I'd have never bettered myself. That's just the facts. That is what it is. So someone who was facing 18 to life with nothing to fucking lose, nothing to come home to, never knew anything, how it was gonna play out, I still locked in every fucking day and acted like I was, okay? Realized that my old ways in prison, I couldn't survive on my old ways of getting fucking high, smoking weed, fucking all that goofy shit. In the prison, I would never survive if I did that shit. So I had to change my fucking thought process, my every fucking thing, or I would have never made it through it. I'd have got ran over like the rest of the dope heads in there. All the motherfuckers who don't got shit going on, I would have just got ran over and walked over my whole fucking bid. And I would have probably ended up back in there. I probably would have never made it out. I probably just would have been a fucking nobody, like a lot of motherfuckers. They're just nobodies. 99% of the motherfuckers in prison are nobodies, and they'll be back or they'll never come home. It's just the facts, because nobody's got the fucking discipline, the fucking mind to do anything better than the same shit they've been doing for years and years and years. And everybody wants to just fucking do the same fucking shit they know that don't fucking works, and they wonder why they're so broke, they're so miserable, they ain't got fucking nothing going on. It's because they won't change. They don't want to change because it's so uncomfortable, okay? And that's just, you got to. If you don't change, if you don't think bigger, you'll just be a fucking nobody for the rest of your life, all right?